Okay guys, welcome back. Let's do this. In terms of exposure right now, Shiba Inu is basically listed on every major crypto exchange. And some of the main ones, just to recap, they include Binance, Crypto.com, Webull, all three Coinbase platforms of Coinbase Custody, Coinbase Pro, and Coinbase.com, eToro, Voyager, and the list actually goes on. But lately, there's been news, as you may have heard, which has been swirling around that Robinhood is set to list Shiba Inu amidst the current bull market, which has been sparked by Bitcoin. Now, I don't usually cover the topic of Robinhood because it's covered quite well, but the murmurings lately have become too loud to ignore. So today we're going to very quickly highlight some of the major signs which are actually pointing to an imminent Robinhood listing. All right. Welcome back to SHIB Planet, everyone. This is Ace. Okay, for today, let's look at two factors concerning the Robinhood listing. I'm going to take a look at some on-chain factors and some external factors. Basically, on-chain factors in this case are just transactions which have been recorded on the blockchain relevant to what we're discussing today. Okay, so basically, at the beginning of the month, if you remember, if you've been watching my channel for a while, I did an analysis on the blockchain, which identified about 7 wallets which were transferring huge amounts of SHIB between each other, around about the same time which SHIB started pumping at the beginning of October. And a little later, I identified a lone wallet which it received a balance of about 6 trillion SHIB, which was valued at that time at about 80 million. And this is here. This is the wallet address here, and I was looking at it on dbank.com. Okay, now anyway, to cut a long story short, what I did is I tracked down where this balance is currently sitting at the moment. I'll just go scroll down here. Basically, that same wallet, what it did is it accumulated a bit more SHIB before moving it through a series of other wallets. So here's just a part of that transaction history. Here it added a bit of SHIB, and then here it obviously took it out, and I carried on tracking it down, and long story short, I'll just go straight to Etherscan. Basically, this wallet is now currently, I'll just scroll over here, it's this one here. It's currently the 9th biggest holder of SHIB, and it holds roughly 9 trillion worth of SHIB. So basically, if I was to click onto it, I'll do that, and I'll scroll in. So basically, it's holding 9 trillion worth of SHIB, and it's grown about 3 trillion since that first transaction, and pretty much since SHIB started pumping. So, but the interesting thing, guys, is that typically wallets which appear over here, though, so this is the Etherscan. I've just filtered by holders, and this is showing us in order of size the biggest wallets which hold SHIB from 1 until maybe 50. So these are the top ones. So interestingly, most wallets which fall in this category, they belong to centralized exchanges. So as I scroll on, you can even see here, this is a crypto.com, this is a Binance, this is from Huobi Exchange, this is from Gate.io, this is from OKX, this is Binance, there's Bitmart. Obviously the list goes on. And however, this one which I identified here, the one which I tracked down from being 6 trillion at the beginning of the month, I only found this one is actually virtually brand new in these top 25 wallets. And so my theory is that firstly, well, the theory to back this is that firstly, the transaction history which I identified for this balance, it started roughly at the same time when SHIB started pumping at the beginning of the month. And also, secondly, that balance, it now sits amongst other like centralized exchanges, but but the only thing is it's just a lot younger. If I was to click into any of these ones, they've got like days and days and months of transactions, but this one here, if I was to look, can you see it only has at the time of recording about 1 day. By the time you guys watch this, it'll probably have 2 or 3 days of transactions. So if this is Robinhood, then it certainly fits the bill. I don't know, guys. What do you think? I could be completely wrong, and maybe it's just another Binance wallet, because I do know that there's lots of them. Anyway, let's look at some external factors, don't we? Okay. I'll look at some external factors. By now, most of you would have seen some of these clippings. Basically, I think by now everyone probably would have signed this petition at least once. This is the petition which where we're supposed to list, where we have requested Robinhood to list Shiba Inu, and it's currently sitting at 282,000 signatures. And I'll also have a look at some clippings. So these are just headlines of like concerning Robinhood. This one here, Shiba Inu loaded on the Robinhood app. An announcement to be made soon about this listing. When will Shiba Inu hit Robinhood? Investors want to know as SHIB closes in on its all-time high. Trading app Public lists Shiba Inu. I think that happened today. This one is apparently like a competitor, a direct competitor of Robinhood. And this one here, when will SHIB be listed? And that's pretty interesting. So, but I found one which I particularly liked here. This is from Yahoo Finance. It reads here how Robinhood stock technicals. I think it says responds to listing rumor. Anyway, the detail behind that pretty much reads like this: shares of Robinhood markets, they spiked about 1.35% higher at about midday ET on Monday, after at first Squawk said on Twitter that he heard from a source that the financial services company planned to list Shiba Inu on its platform. So I looked up who this first Squawk is, because I'm not into stock circles at the moment. And this is the tweet that they had. They said pretty much Robinhood said to list Shiba Inu to its platforms, according to a source. And then this is who they are. First Squawk is, it says here, is a global news service specializing in financial markets. So maybe you guys knew of these, but they seem like a pretty big deal. And of course, I can't talk about Robinhood without mentioning our boy Dell Crypto. So I'll read a few of these clippings, which you probably would have come across. Dell Crypto, he has some inside connections, and he has some very interesting leaks, which often come true. Yeah, one of them says, "Yeah, I'm seeing signs of SHIB coming on Robinhood app. Every day I search on SHIB on Robinhood multiple times, and each time for months the same list of companies would come up, but now all of a sudden." When he searched this, it's blank. And that's pretty interesting. Another one here, he says that if Robinhood lists SHIB shortly after the long-awaited BTC all-time high, it's no coincidence, and confirms that SHIB has been loaded and ready for Robinhood for months. And I personally believe that as well. And then there's another clipping here where he's responding to somebody who apparently has received like a direct message from someone from inside Robinhood saying that they should, pretty much stop leaking information. And that's, yeah, that's pretty interesting. And there's also a response from one of Robinhood's official communications. I found it interesting that they even said this. They pretty much said here that we have not made any announcement with regards to SHIB or any other upcoming coins. So it's very interesting that they would even decide to respond at all. But it's interesting how they say upcoming coins here. So that's pretty interesting. Anyway, there's one more thing, guys. Like from my perspective, not all exchanges need to contact developers before they list tokens. All they need to do is to generally to be able to provide liquidity and to do some due diligence. But I personally wouldn't be surprised if Robinhood is different, because remember, Robinhood they're primarily not a crypto exchange. They started off with stocks, and way before they got into crypto. So they probably still follow the same rules as a centralized, stock exchange. And I assume that usually happens by contacting like business owners and project leads. But in this case, it'll be developers. I mean, think about it. If I was the listed company, I would probably have due diligence processes which I have to follow before I list any stock or crypto. And the best way to do that is to actually be in touch with the owners, or in this case, the developers. Anyway, yesterday when I did my breakdown of Saitoshi's Medium article, if you haven't watched that, yeah, you can probably have a watch of that one. One part of it actually particularly stood out to me. When he listed towards the end, when he listed all the projects which are being worked on by Shiba Inu at the moment. But this is what he said towards the end. He says, while the rest of the developers work with our AAA studio to get the Shiboshi game into development, updates to ShibaSwap, and our biggest top secret project already underway. Hashtag maniacal laugh. And I found that quite interesting. It'll be very interesting to find out what this biggest top secret project, which is already underway. Could it be that they're already, in sync with Robinhood? And yeah, like, it's certainly possible because if you think about it, um, if you think about it, have you guys noticed that some of those recent exchanges, they were actually announced straight from the SHIB token Twitter, complete with graphics and stuff, and clearly they were aware of these, and so how much more would this happen if they were if it was a brokerage platform as big as Robinhood? Anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts. In my view, there's no way Robinhood won't list SHIB. It's just a matter of when. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. Before I sign off, if you guys are interested in forecasting the profit potential of your crypto, as you know, I release my set of crypto calculators. So I'll just leave a link to the description below, and you can watch a demo of pretty much how that works over there. I'll leave a link. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. This is Ace. Peace.